Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here, and I have a question from Walid Patel I want to answer today. And Walid asks, how do I make my warm-up progressive like you've done? And this is a fantastic question. So if you ever think about making your workouts more progressive in any way, shape, or form, and by progressive we mean the movements consistently get more difficult and complex, right? So we want you to increase your movement complexity. And how you do that is you create a series of exercises from basic to advanced. And so I'll give you some ways to think about it. We could take like a pull-up, for example. Now, not everybody's able to do a pull-up, so if we just take the pull-up as the middle ground, we have to come up with easier variations. So something easier might be a body weight row, where you're just doing horizontal rows, right? From there, you can increase the difficulty of that horizontal row by doing a pull-up negative, so where you slowly come down from the pull-up. Now, after that, you might actually be able to do a pull-up. So what's more advanced than that? Try to work up to the point where you can do 10 or 20 pull-ups. Then you can start doing variations like the mountain climber pull-up, where you come from side to side on every single rep. Then you can start working on one-arm chin variations where you're holding your opposite arm with your hand. Then you can finally work on one-arm chin variations where you're doing it with just your arm. So you can see how I just took the pull-up and I created something like 7 steps in between. You could make those even smaller, more minute goals, and that way you can chunk that exercise down into many different pieces, and that is how you design a movement progression. So if you want to create a warm-up routine that's based around a progression, well, first off, you have to decide on the goal of the warm-up. Is the goal of the warm-up to increase a specific amount of flexibility or a specific amount of strength or stability? So set the goal first. So you might say something like, I want to be able to do the side splits. So you might start with a sitting side split stretch, and then how you progress in that one is you can increase or decrease the range of motion. So you might go about 12 inches from the ground for a few months, and then you might track yourself going 11 inches from the ground for a month, and then 10, then 9, then 8, then 7, and over the course of 6 months, you might get your side split. So everything is progressive. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand, is that everything is progressive, and the best way to get results in your workouts is by designing a progression of either reps, range of motion, or movement complexity, or if you're weightlifting, then intensity by increasing the weight. And once you design that progression, all you have to do is make sure that you're moving forward. That's it. All you have to do is make sure that you're moving forward, that you're constantly progressing. You're getting more reps, you're adding weight, you're making the movements more difficult to perform, you're adding range of motion. If you do all those things little by little, that's when you get awesome results. And that's how you can take your warm-up and you can create a progressive warm-up out of it, you can create a progressive workout out of it, you can create anything progression. You can take this help and adapt it to anything in your life. You can make a progression out of your finances, right? So, anything can be broken into a progression, and how you do it is you start with where you're at, where you want to be, and then you make the steps to get there. And that's how it's done. If you guys dig this video, click the like button right there. Help me spread the warrior message to more people so I can teach them how to look, feel, and perform their best. Thanks for watching.